Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for coming back. It's that time again. It's time to remodel an architect home. Alyssa over at Sims Therapy assigned this house for me. It's house number 3 for late April 2020. And taking a look around at the before, I will let you know I have already done the remodel. Sometimes when I do these, I haven't really taken a close look at them yet, but at this point I have finished it. So as I go through the before here, I'll just kind of let you know what I was thinking at the time. Honestly, I really like the layout of this house. I haven't seen anyone use that exterior for a while, but it kind of works for like an older traditional style house, and that's what this person has done that has designed this. Up front, you have a small entryway and then a little bathroom here. Now, for inventory for this house, it depends because if you're an older player, you probably won't be interested in most of these items. But if you're a newer player, the house is full of lots of things that you could stick in your inventory and use for other houses. So you have that little main entryway there, and then you come sort of into a bigger entryway. And as I was looking at it, I was thinking about how I could reconfigure the entry there. But you come into this, again, very traditional style living room. You do get one of the Desert Oasis paintings there. You get a lot of those villa windows in this house as well. Those are some of my favorite windows. I just don't use them a lot because we're getting so many new things lately. But I do love those windows and those big bifolding doors. You get those as well. And then coming through here, you come into a rather large kitchen. You get a chalet set there with the navy blue chairs. And then over here, they've used the Homestead cabinets and countertops in the greenish gray color. And they've recessed the sink back here in the window, which I really like how they did that. And you get one of the Villa fans in here as well. Very large kitchen and dining area. And back here, they've put in a spiral staircase, which I don't really care for, but that's just my personal taste. I would have probably put in a regular size staircase here, but you do get a nice landing up here and some of those Desert Oasis rugs in case you're interested in those. And I also like how they did the L-shaped hallway in the upstairs. Right here is a hall bath. And over here on the right, you come to one of the bedrooms. Not too big, but it serves well as a guest room. And then down this hallway, you had that bathroom there. You also come to another small bedroom here. Very tiny, but it definitely serves its purpose. But here you come to kind of an interesting little layout here. So I was really thinking about what I was going to do with that area. That's very different, but you'll see what I did with it. I ended up liking it very much. And then another bedroom there up front, which I believe was supposed to be the master bedroom. So the layout is very interesting. I ended up really liking it. And here's the before from this angle, so you can kind of see where they have put everything. And when I was looking at it, I was thinking about, again, how I was going to reconfigure the entryway and make a little bit better use of those rooms up front. Don't get me wrong, I like how they laid everything out, but when I go in and remodel, I kind of like to tweak it and just make it my own. And I was thinking about what to do with that little back room, and I'll show you what I did with that as well. So this is how they had it decorated before. I really hope you like what I did with the after. So let's take a look, one more look at the before from the exterior. And here it is after. Remember, I do not change the walls. I just go in and redecorate. There's the before, and here's the after again. So I used the lake house exterior on it. The house itself, I didn't change anything except the decor. And then back here, I've also added a 2-car garage. So you'll have to imagine, we'll just pretend there's a gate back there to get in to the property. And I've just added a 2-car garage back here. And in between that and the house, there's a little patio there, and you'll see the dog house. I've actually moved in a single mom with a teenage daughter, and they have 2 adorable little pugs that run around. And also remember, since I added the 2-car garage, of course I can only put 1 car in it because it's not originally built on a driveway lot. But any kind of house that you want to put a 2-car garage on, you could always just put it on the driveway lot and add an extra car in the garage, but you get the idea. There's even a little area over there where someone can sit and listen to music. There was the puppy play area and just a nice little hangout area outside. And I divided up the driveway with some lavender there just to give it a little something extra. So that's the back of the house there. Now we're going to come back around the front. Of course, with remodels, it's harder to line up the windows, but I did my best. And now I'm going to show you how I redid the entrance here. So this was the main entrance here. I've turned it into a coat closet. And then that secondary little entrance there, I turned into the main entryway. And I've just decorated it with a nice dresser and some artwork. You have a coat rack here. And then there's a door that takes you into what used to be the actual entryway, and I've turned that into a coat and shoe closet. And then through here, I've made this into the laundry room. So you have a washer and dryer and an ironing board there. And then this little front room is now just a regular little full bath. It's a 3-piece bath with a shower in it. And then let's go back through the entryway and we'll come into the new look of the living room. So I wanted to use some greens and ivories in here, so I pulled out that nursery rug, the green and ivory nursery rug, as well as that chair and ottoman, and matched it up with the lake house green and white wallpaper, and I really think it looks beautiful like this. I also thought the grandfather clock would look nice in here, and then I put a bookshelf over there. Those nautical paintings look really nice with that wallpaper too. And you put them behind the bookshelf there, and you can barely see the other pictures, and it just looks like a nice grouping of pictures. And as you can see also, I've used the Desert Oasis windows in this house. I like the walnut color on those, as well as the ones from the lake house. But I went with the Desert Oasis windows for this house because that way I could choose to have the little lacy looking curtains in certain parts of the house. And here I've used them without the curtains on them, and I also took their idea, which I've used in several of my past houses, of recessing things. They had the kitchen sink recessed into the kitchen wall there, but I decided to do the stove like that and then use this kitchen set here that we got with the Lake House update. That way I could have the big kitchen island with the sink in it. Now this over here I like with the eating area. I've used the lighter colored Desert Oasis chairs with the farmhouse dining table and then that rug. I think that's a very nice matchup if you're looking for something a little different for a dining set. And then over here to break up this wall, I've added 2 archways. And remember they had the spiral staircase back there? I've turned that into the staircase room, used a regular size staircase, but also this is a room for the puppies, the little pug puppies. They have their toy box, their clothes, their bed, their dishes. And then over here is an area where you would enter from the garage and driveway area. So there's a little boot bench there, and of course there's the vacuum stand, but she's running the vacuum at the moment. Back here is the grill, and you saw the little patio area, but I'll give you a better look at that. It's very small, but definitely workable back there. And that is the first floor of the remodel. I like this house a lot. I like how they had it. It was just not decorated in my own style, but I think they did an excellent job in how they placed everything. You know, everybody has their own taste, but you pop up here onto this landing. I just made it very simple, put a couch in here and some decor items, and I really like how they laid out this L-shaped hallway. So at the end of it here and also the opposite end, I did put one of those sort of decorative lake house windows, and then I redecorated the hall bath that they had here using some of the newer items. You know how I am when we get new items, I have to keep trying them out in different ways. I really love these bathroom items. I think they're gorgeous. Over here, this was a tiny bedroom with a bunk bed and a twin bed. So off this hallway here, which I redecorated as well, I just made this opened up with an archway and made it into a home office. You could still use it as a bedroom if you wanted to, but where it's just her and her teenage daughter, I decided to make them a study area and a home office back there as a little nook. So remember, this was that big toddler / nursery area. I've given this to the teenager. So this is a very unique layout for a room. I really like how they did this. So she has her own little living room area here. You can see her gaming there. And in this little area back here, I've put archways into it. And she has a little makeup area and her bunk bed there and just a nightstand. And then more archways over here so it all looks opened up and kind of blended together as one room. And she has her desk here, a bookshelf on the wall there. And everything is in sort of like a pink and teal or turquoise kind of color scheme. And she has a little stereo back there as well. So on the opposite end of the hallway, you can see up at the lake house window at the end, you have the newly decorated master bedroom. And they already had the alcoves here, so I decided to try some kitchen cabinets as sort of built-in nightstands there and put one of the new beds, just some of the newer items. I wanted to try them out with the gold wallpaper. I kind of like this and I kind of don't. I love how the decor looks. I think it looks really pretty, but looking back on it, I think I probably should have maybe put some lighter colored accent walls in the room because it kind of does look like a big wash of gold in the room, to be honest. And then more new bathroom items in here in the ensuite bath. Loving the vanity, loving the shower. I just think they're so pretty. And then I've used that Oasis nightstand or end table as sort of like a little bench where you would sit down after your shower and maybe you could put on lotion or get dressed or whatever. And then I put the screen next to that. So that is the second level of the remodel. And I really think, to be honest with the before, that the person who designed this did a wonderful job taking older items and really using what was in their inventory and doing a good job making a traditional style house. So this is how I've reworked it. I use the main entrance now as a coat closet. Then you saw the newly decorated entryway and the laundry room and the bathroom for downstairs. And this is what the living room now looks like. I'm loving the greens and the ivories. This is the new look of the kitchen and dining area. Again, I can't say enough about how well they laid out the house. And then back here, where I've reused this as not only the staircase room, but also a room for the dogs. And then I added on, of course, the garage, just to give it a little something out back, because Alyssa did ask me to put it on a large lot. And then up here is the landing. And I really, again, like how they did the L-shaped hallway there, just like that. And that's the new master bedroom. And then you have the new ensuite master bath. And then her room here, the teenager's room, I really like this a lot. I may use this idea for a room setup for a future house. I think they did a great job on that too. And then the hall bath and what used to be another little bedroom that I've turned into the home office and study area. So yeah, that is the remodel of Architect Home number 3 for late April 2020. Thank you so much, Alyssa, for assigning me this house. It was a lot of fun to redecorate. Really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. If you did, please hit that like button or leave me a comment. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.